Everybody, I just wanted to make a video and talk about, I just finished last night, If I Stay by Gayle Forman, and here is the cover, here. So, I read it on my phone, so here is the description that it gives you on Goodreads, and it goes like this. In a single moment, everything changes. 17-year-old Mia has no memory of the accident. She can only recall riding along the snow-wet Oregon road with her family. Then, in a blink, she finds herself watching as her own damaged body is taken from the wreck. A sophisticated, layered, and heart-achingly beautiful story about the power of family, friends, and the choices we all make, and the ultimate choice Mia commands. So that's it, and I think that's actually a pretty weak description of the book. It's basically about this girl who and her parents and her little brother go on a little ride because they had a snow day, so they're like, what the heck, it's not that snowy out, let's go visit, I don't remember who. But they go on this trip, and they get in a really bad car accident, and her parents die, and her little brother gets sent off to some hospital. And she's basically having an out-of-body experience, and she's watching as the ambulance takes her away, and she goes through the surgery, and she's just watching everything happen. And that's kind of all I'm going to tell you. That is the description that I read when I picked this book, and I'm actually really glad that I did not have a clearer description of the book when I started reading it, because I probably would have had way different expectations than I did. And I'm gonna say that this book surprised me. I devoured it, okay? Let's be honest here. I was going to read it kind of fast because I had just started it, and then I found out about this other book that I wanted to read. So I was trying to read it fast, but I think that even if I didn't know about this other book, I probably still would have read it fast. I read it in like a couple hours yesterday. It's kind of a short book, but this book to me is what The Lovely Bones was supposed to be. Like, it was emotional, and it was real, and the character had heart, and I really felt for everyone in this story. And I didn't feel like that with The Lovely Bones, and I did a review on it. You can check it out if you want to. The writing was really, really good. I applaud Gayle Forman for this book because it was amazing. And it was really great. What I liked about it was that I felt my emotions backwards. When the accident happened, I was not attached to any characters because it happened like right in the beginning of the book. So it was kind of like I was an outsider there just driving along the road like, oh no, that accident looks really bad. It looks like people are hurt. That's so sad. But I didn't feel any other emotions other than that. But by the end of the book, I was so invested in everyone, and I was crying, and I was cheering for everybody. And one thing that really stands out to me was her parents. They were not like the typical young adult fiction parents, because I think a lot of writers, when they're writing young adult novels, they kind of make the parents kind of an opportunity for some confrontation, but these parents weren't like that. They were relatable, and they were really good characters because I really felt like they wanted to be good parents and really wanted to take good care of their kids, and you know, and they wanted to do things with them. They were very hands-on parents, and I really liked them. Her boyfriend Adam was he was all right, but Gayle nailed the awkwardness and the insecurities of, you know, a first love. And, you know, it was real to Mia, and she, you know, was in love with Adam, but, you know, it wasn't like corny or anything. Like, it nailed the, you know, I don't really like his friends, I want him to like my friends, and, you know, does he like me, does he not like me, and that whole thing. And it was really good, and it wasn't cheesy or corny or anything negative. It was very well done. One thing for sure that I loved about this novel was that music played a role. It wasn't like, music was a main character in this story, because Mia played cello, her boyfriend was in this, like, getting popular rock band, and her parents used to play in bands. Like, music wasn't just a thing they liked, it was who they were. And it brought them together and made them a family, and it was just so much a part of the story that I was really surprised, because I loved that. And it just really showed how wonderful the writing was, because Gayle Forman was able to bring right on the pages what I have always tried to do. Sorry, I'm like crazy. But, you know, you felt the music, you felt the sounds, the emotion that music brings. And it was so real. And I could, like, feel it, and I can hear it. And it was so beautiful. So I am jealous for her ability to write that, because it was so touching and so perfect. Now, the ending. I'm gonna say that usually, this kind of ending would have me throwing the book against the wall and be so angry, and I'd throw a fit, I'd throw a temper tantrum ordinarily on an ending like this. But this time, I, like, closed out of it, and I sat there for a minute, and I was like, that was perfect. That was the perfect ending. It fit the story, it was beautiful, and there was a little bit of want of more, but then there was that bigger part of me that was happy with just the way it was. And then I found out that there is a sequel. That actually kind of upsets me, because I feel like as a standalone novel, it was perfect. It ended perfectly. Everything was perfect. And so for this other novel to be there, I don't feel like it needs to be there. But it is. And I know you're thinking, well, Kelly, you don't have to read it. But I will. I'm going to. And I have to. I just hope it doesn't disappoint me. I hope I don't get that feeling like, this was better left alone. Didn't need this. But I got really good reviews on Goodreads. So I'm going to trust Goodreads, and I'm going to go with it. And hopefully it pans out and I'm satisfied. We'll see. Anyway, if you've read this book, let me know in the comments below down there what you thought of the ending. Do you think it needs a sequel? Have you read the sequel? Do you think it was good? I want to know what you think, and as always care what you guys think. And next I'm going to be reading Sisterhood Everlasting, which is another book off the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series, which I loved. I never reviewed it because I read it years ago before I knew I was ever going to do this here that we're doing. But it was so good, and I'm really excited because this new book is going to be, well, it is because it's out, 10 years later, what the girls have been up to, which is really good, and I'm really excited. When I found out about it, I was like, oh, I must know that, yay! So I'm really excited. I already started it, so hopefully soon I'll be able to post a video on that. And yeah, I hope you guys are all well, and I hope you guys are reading good stuff, and I will talk to you guys later. Alright, have a good day. Bye.